Happy opening day eve, Warriors fans. I am your host of Warriors Today by Chat Sports, Allie Barefoot. Producer Smitty is right here to my right, and we are so ready for the Golden State Warriors to finally start the 2023-24 NBA regular season. It's been too long. I know I love the preseason. I know you guys do too, but something about the real regular season starting makes me feel like a kid before the first day of school. I get so excited. So I want you guys to like this video if you're just as excited as I am for the 2023-24 Warriors regular season to get underway. And there is no other team I would want to start the season with than playing the Phoenix Suns. The Suns do travel to San Francisco to take on the Warriors in the Chase Center, but unfortunately, the Suns are the favorite in this game by -1. So Steph Curry and the Warriors definitely going to have to live up to these haters, and they're going to have to show them what they're made of on the opening night. But we will get to some Draymond Green injury news in just 1 second, because I want to tell you guys what I think the starting lineup is going to be if Draymond Green does not play. I do think Klay Thompson, Kevon Looney, and Andrew Wiggins, I think that's definitely a must. Maybe if Kerr wants to get spicy, he can do Jonathan Kuminga, but overall, I think this is the most solidified starting five you can do. And of course, Steph Curry and Chris Paul. Now, this is my potential starting lineup, like I said, if Draymond Green is not playing tomorrow night. He did not play in any of the preseason games, but the Warriors did give an injury update on his ankle. The PR staff did put out this quote earlier, said Warriors forward Draymond Green, who suffered a sprained left ankle during the offseason workouts and missed all 5 of the team's preseason games, continues to make good progress. He has been cleared to begin practicing with the team 5-on-5, and his return to game action will be based on continued progress as he works his way into game-like condition. I did see some videos of Draymond Green getting some reps up and working out with these guys, and he looks good. Obviously, he's not 110% there, and I'm not the one that said that. Draymond Green told Kendra Andrews of ESPN, I do feel good. I don't feel all the way 100% myself, but I'm getting there. That's why I say, Warriors fans, just be prepared not to see Draymond Green tomorrow for opening night. Nothing has been announced yet, but of course we will let you know the minute we do here. But give Draymond Green just a little bit more time so that he can go all season long. In the meantime, who do you guys got for the matchup tomorrow night? Type GSW for Golden State Warriors. Type PHX for the Suns. I better not see a single PHX in this comment. Absolutely not. Type that GSW to show your team some love. In the meantime, why don't you go on ahead and try to win some money while you're at it? Prize Picks is my favorite daily fantasy sports app. They've got an amazing deal going on, none other than Steph Curry right now. And I know you're asking, Allie, how do you even play Prize Picks? Super easy. All you do is pick between 2 to 6 players, pick their projected stats, and you just click more or less. You literally don't even have to do any math. Prize Picks already puts those stats right there for you, and you just click more or less. And of course, I went on ahead and took this Steph Curry deal. 98% off his total points. Do you think Steph Curry's going to hit more than half a point? You're crazy if you think it's less. I, of course, took more here, and I picked Jrue Holiday to score less than 15.5 points. These are my picks. I want to see yours. All you have to do, go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use promo code CLNS, and you can get a first-time deposit match up to $100. Watch yourself win some real money in real time. So Smitty and I got together, we put our heads together and determined these are some opening night notes that I think stand out to me the most when the Warriors do host the Phoenix Suns. And overall, I think this is going to be Chris Paul's debut. Yes, we saw him play in the preseason, but overall, I think his time was limited. I think his role was limited. I actually want to see him full force going against his old team, the Phoenix Suns, because when you look at his preseason stats, 20 minutes per game, that's nothing. 7.5 points per game. That's kind of low for somebody like Chris Paul, in my opinion. 47 from the field goal line, not that great, and 54% from the three-point line. That is a lot better. I don't think that Chris Paul got enough time in the preseason, especially with somebody right here in this picture, Steph Curry. I still have yet to see that backcourt in full action, especially if Draymond Green is going to be out. Then I think Chris Paul is going to have more of a role here along with Steph Curry, I think he's actually going to get to flourish, and nobody knows the Phoenix Suns on the Warriors team better than Chris Paul right now. So it's definitely going to be bittersweet seeing his old teammates and actually getting to play, but this time in a blue and gold jersey. And on the other hand, Kevin Durant now does play for the Phoenix Suns, and this will be his first time playing in the Chase Center in front of the Warriors fans since he was a Warrior. He did not play in March when he was in the Phoenix Suns, when they did come to Chase Center, because he had a tweak in his ankle, so he was listed out for that game. So Kevin Durant is finally coming back to the Chase Center, but he's not going to be in a Warriors uniform this time. However, he did have a message for the Warriors fans. He said, "I'm excited to play in front of those fans. I've had some incredible moments there, and we built a bond that doesn't really have to be spoken about. Me and the fans in the Bay Area feel like they've been supporting me way before I came there, actually. Then once I became a part of the Warriors, they just went even harder in support of myself and my teammates." And then, taking it a step further, Joe Lacob, the owner of the Warriors, wanted to have a message strictly for the Warriors fans. "I want to say this to all of our fans. It needs to be, it should be, and it will be a tremendous ovation for a guy that helped us win 2 world championships. I have nothing but the highest regard for him." At the end of the day, competition is all well and good, but KD did help the Warriors get 2 rings. Type KD in the comments. Show him some love. Better of fact, type welcome back, KD. Let him know that he is very welcome in Chase Center. Regardless what the final score is, it'll be nice to see Kevin Durant happy, healthy, and playing basketball again. And speaking of that, being happy and healthy, why not talk about some of the younger guys? Because we got to see a lot of them in the preseason. I know I'm not the only one that's a big fan of them. Steve Kerr is a huge fan of them. The Warriors have rookie weapons that they can use in real moments in the regular season if they want to, pending some injuries and whatnot. Of course, Brandon Podziemski is the first one I'm going to talk about because his stats aren't crazy flashy, but he's a rookie, guys. Give him time. I think he did great in structuring the offense. I think he was great in ball handling skills. He averaged 6.8 points per game in the preseason through 4 games, 5.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists, and he was shooting 35 from the field. Of course, that's going to have to go up, and I'm not saying this guy should be in the starting lineup. That's not what I'm saying at all. But overall, I do think that he has earned his right in Steve Kerr's eyes to at least get some more reps, maybe later in the game in garbage time or something like that. But he's not the only one. I think Trace Jackson Davis is one that I know caught your eye a lot. I get in my comments all the time. TJD was the rookie that impressed you guys the most, and his stats are about the same as Podziemski, but of course his field goal percentage is a lot higher, and I really like that field goal percentage for somebody like TJD. Steve Kerr said on the rookies, both Brandon and Trace have a good feel for the game. They both understand the patterns. They understand defensive decisions and timing, positioning. Brandon's a great rebounder. Trace is a guy who can come in and finish at the rim and does a good job for protecting the paint. Both very impressive players. It's just fun to see how advanced they are already at such a young age. So you've got good 2 rookies that you can work with, just like Steve Kerr said. So who do you want to see get a little bit more playing time in the regular season? Type BP for Brandon Podziemski. Type Trace Jackson Davis, TJD in the comments if you want to see him get a little bit more reps heading into the regular season. And the 4th key to a victory here, this is going to be something I want to note on opening night, especially. Turnovers were a huge thing for the Warriors last season, and we did see it in the preseason from the Golden State Warriors as well. They had 22 turnovers versus the Sacramento Kings. That's way too much, especially a team that you took to Game 7 in the playoffs last year. You can't have that many turnovers against a great team like that. And you especially can't have that many turnovers against a bad team because they're going to take advantage of it. Last season, the Warriors averaged 16.3 turnovers a game. That's way too much. Way too much. Especially from players like Jonathan Kuminga, who aren't ball handlers as much as like a Steph Curry and a Chris Paul. And I understand turnovers are a part of the game that's going to happen, but you got to clean it up just a little bit. I'm going to keep an eye on this for opening night because the Phoenix Suns can definitely take advantage of turnovers if it's not cleaned up immediately. And last but not least, why not clean up defensively while you're at it? I did see some inconsistencies with the Golden State Warriors on defense. Nothing crazy, but if we're being nitpicky here and want to actually have a victory for the Golden State Warriors, then yeah, I think you got to clean up your defense, especially half-court defense, because a full-court press, anything like that, it needs to be executed very well to beat a team like the Phoenix Suns, who have a lot of good ball handlers, especially somebody like Bradley Beal and Devin Booker as well. And miscommunication was also off. And that is very fair being the preseason. That's when you're supposed to get all your miscommunication errors out. But that needs to end when the regular season starts. I'm not the only one that thinks so. Draymond Green said this about Kevon Looney and how he really wants him to take charge this year. And I'm going to say this publicly because I want to put that pressure on, and I know he'll handle it. We need Kevon Looney to talk more. Loon is someone who has blossomed into a focal point of everything that we do. He knows everything. Everything. All right, well then Draymond Green just set up Kevon Looney for his number one challenge heading into the regular season. I want to see if he actually jumps on it, and I want to hear from you guys. Comment your keys to victory for a win on opening night when the Warriors are not even technically favored in the eyes of Vegas right now. Comment your keys to your victory. In the meantime, I'm going to put my score prediction right there. I'm going to go with the Golden State Warriors win 108-100. I think Steph Curry, Chris Paul, Klay Thompson, I think they can definitely outshoot the Phoenix Suns if they get in that momentum. And at Draymond Green's, and I'm definitely taking a Warriors win if he does play. But overall, Smitty and I are going to be here having a watch party tomorrow night at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Time. 5:45 p.m. Pacific Time. I'm all over the place right now. 5:45 p.m. Pacific Time is when we are going to start this watch party tomorrow. We want you guys to join. We want you guys to be a part of it. This is what we are going to be doing, giving you live play-by-play coverage. We're going to be having fun. We're going to be having some drinks. Come join us. 5:45 p.m. Eastern Time is when we're going to go live, and we're going to be live for the entire game, all the way till we see the Golden State Warriors get a dub. And while you're at it, go on ahead and subscribe to this subscribe to this channel, because you don't want to miss these videos that are going to come out. You don't want to miss the watch parties we're going to have this season. We are officially one day away from the NBA regular season.